You want to see a spectacular Bloons TD Battles late game? This video is for you. Spike Factory and TACK shooter madness. Hey guys, welcome back, it's me Avalon. Thank you for being on my channel and watching my video. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get future videos. Just press the subscribe button on the screen. Now this video today is footage originally taken in my live stream. It is such a spectacular battle that I wanted to make a video about it. This video is with a random trio, so we couldn't really select which towers we want to use, and we ended up with using the TACK shooter, the Spike Factory and the monkey. So what I'm gonna do first here is build a line of monkeys just to defend in the early rounds against those balloons there. And you see that already, at least those monkeys are not that expensive, so you can easily build a line with those monkeys there to defend against those balloons, and also the upgrade on those regular balloons is not that expensive, so you can easily do that. After that, it's gonna be interesting how I'm gonna do with a Spike Factory and a TACK shooter. It's definitely the first time I tried a late game with those towers in this video here. As always, if you try to go late game, the difficult part is in the beginning. You have to make sure that you have a strong defense, that you get at least into the late game phase. I'd say late game starts at about round 50 to 60 usually. The most difficult part actually is build enough eco at the beginning of the game, especially up to round 20, where you should be at about, I'd say you should be at about 1k eco by round 20 latest, and your defense have to be strong round 25, round 26, because they're really a huge mass of balloons will start attacking you, so then you have to be ready. And I will definitely try to build enough TACK shooters and Spike Factories by then to be able to defend. So now already my first TACK shooter here is on the map. So far no problem at all in defending against those balloons. Now some people always ask me, why do you play late game? Why do you not play rush games? The reason basically is because I like late game that much, because you can build those spectacular map designs. I like to try new stuff, new towers, and yeah, try how they perform for going late. That's what I really like to do. For example, I will try in this video, I will try to build so many TACK shooters. I will try creating a nice layout, and yeah, basically it's fun to place those different towers and how the map will look after that. And rush game on the other side, it's always the same thing basically. There are some simple strategies to that, like a rainbow rush or a lead rush and stuff like that, but in the end it's always the same. And if you try to go late game, it's really a matter of skill. Both players doing their best not to rush the other guy so that the game really continues as long as possible. So you try not to rush the other gamer, and it's basically playing together. And both of you try to create a huge map design, a huge map layout, and support each other in going late. And yeah, this ends up in really spectacular maps. That's what I like about late game. And then also the other aspect of doing late games basically is that you can play with the viewers. And I don't want to fight the viewers, I don't want to rush the viewers. It's really a fun experience for both me and the viewer in a live stream, and it always gives the viewers of the live stream a chance to play with me. And you know, that's what I'm really about. That's why my lead subject usually is be part of the amazing action. That's what it really means. I want to play games with you, with the viewer. I want to get you, the viewer, involved. Back to the game here, enough of the introduction. We're still in early game, we're by round 17 now. So here I have a little advantage, you may have noticed, because this game, we have double income in this game, and therefore it's a bit easier to build eco. And I'm already at more than 2000 eco right now. That really helps in building all those defense that you require. That helps in early game. How to build eco fast? Send pinks. But the problem with that is you need to have enough money to send all the balloons you want to send. So basically you start with the red balloons and send red balloons at about round 5, where you have enough money to start sending red balloons. And after that, what I usually do, I go on in the balloon levels, but I make sure that I always have enough money to keep sending those balloons so that I don't have to stop, because it's really annoying if you send black balloons but you don't have enough money to keep sending, and you have to wait for the money to be able to send balloons. And there is kind of a trade-off between income generated from balloon sending and having enough money to sending balloons. So that's why I try to stay in the range where I can always keep sending balloons. And then once you generate enough money, and that is about at 1000 eco, then you can basically spam blacks or pinks, and they really help you generate a lot of eco and a lot of cash. Now what I'm doing here, I'm placing a lot of those TACK shooters on the map, on top of the map, and also a lot of spike factories. They're really filling the map up there. It already looks really nice, I think. And now is the first time I use the ability here on the TACK shooter, and look at this, how it already fills the map with all those spikes. This was the first time I used the ability on the spike factory here, and it already filled the map with a lot of spikes, really defending against those balloons that my partner here, Sylvan Roloffs, a regular viewer of my stream, the balloons he is sending here to build his own eco and build his defenses. And also the TACK shooter, I think it's really cool with those kind of lightning that or flares that is sent, and drawing a lot of balloons. Balloons not really have a chance here at this moment. Really strong defense. We're around 24. The first ceramics balloons coming, but they also get stopped easily by this defense here. You also notice that he has chosen other towers to defend in early game, so that's basically up to you which of those defenses you prefer more. And there he also uses the spike factory for the first time and fills his road with all those little spikes. Yeah, but those spikes, they seem to decay over time. You have seen that, they just disappeared on his map again. Now I'm also building those monkeys on the bottom of the map to cover the lines here, the lines of the road where those balloons would come. And now I build more of those TACK shooters. Basically what I plan to do here is fill the whole bottom of the map with those TACK shooters. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, adding as many TACK shooters to the map here as I can. And now everything is pink already down there, and I upgrade them immediately. What I usually do, I take a 2-4 because then I have the ability, and the ability is really useful in late game. That's why I'm going for 2-4 here. I don't know how well that combination will perform in late game. It's basically the first time I'm doing it with TACK shooter and spike factory. So I upgrade all those TACK shooters to 2-4. On the bottom of the base. They look really nice, a kind of a transparent look they have there. And on top I have all those spike factories. They are also set on 2-4 settings, so that I have the ability available and basically can fill the map with spikes if needed. Now I'm at round 30 already. You can see there was no problem so far in defending in these early rounds, and also against these Moabs that now appear. Those Moabs basically, they have no chance, no chance. Look at this, it's amazing. All those Moabs being destroyed like nothing. There I use the ability, it's really nice, those flares, I would call it flares, that are created by the TACK shooters, and they just melt those balloons like nothing. And it's also an awesome ability that those monkeys have. When you use their ability, they all become super monkeys. Look at this. I use their ability now, and when I do that, they all become super monkeys. I usually don't use this kind of monkeys. For late game, usually I prefer the wizard. You may have seen that in other videos. I usually prefer the wizard, the cannon, the super monkey of course, and the balloon chipper. So those are more of the typical late game towers. But here, as I said, it was a random trio, and yeah, we work with whatever we get, and that's really the fun here with this random trio, trying to go late with just towers you have, and they may not be the real late game towers that you would usually take, and so it's always a new experience, and it's a lot of fun to try that thing. And here's what I meant by funny map design or funny map layout. What I did here, I have all those spikes on top, I have the TACK shooters on the bottom, and on the right side I have those monkeys. They defend well, but of course I'm not finished yet. I will try to fill the whole map with stuff. And yeah, finally, if there is no more space, I'm gonna be happy with this map. I'm not gonna stop before the map is full. I think it's amazing how far you get with those towers that you usually wouldn't use for late game. And yeah, the spike factory here proves to be pretty strong. Pretty strong for late game. So I fill the left side with more monkeys here. Basically surrounding the little lake with monkeys. I would still consider this early game where you have to survive, but we're now more and more coming in the phase of mid game. And late game, I'd say, really starts once the map is full, and you basically start just using the abilities and try to survive. That would be my kind of definition of late game. Usually I say late game starts about round 100, but here definitely I would be a little bit more flexible on this, because it's just with this random trio, it's not that easy. You have to figure out how to use them, but it definitely gives you a lot of experience in how to use those different towers. And that definitely adds to the fun of the game, trying all those different towers like we did here. And I continue adding more monkeys. The same Sylvan on his side of the map, it looks amazing. Also his side of the map looks really amazing. He also has those TACK shooters there. He has the spike factories, so that's really amazing. And he also used a lot of juggernauts. Usually I don't use that many juggernauts. I don't know, I feel like they are not that strong. I know, like Mold for example, he uses a lot of juggernauts. They look funny, but yeah, I don't know, I don't really like them that much. I have placed 4 of them on the map just to cover some part of the road with the ball they are shooting there. But yeah, I place way more monkeys, so it's also funny to see, I think, or interesting to see how Sylvan and me, we do not use exactly the same layout or the same towers in the same spots. It's similar, but it's not the same. He has a lot of juggernauts, I have a lot of monkeys, and I like to make them super monkeys with the ability. And it's a lot of work to update everything, of course. To fill that map, it's kind of a lot of work here, but it's a lot of fun to fill the map with all those towers. He has filled his left side with all those TACK shooters, and I have filled my right side with all those monkeys. On the bottom I have all the monkeys, I have my TACK shooters on the bottom. On top I have the spike factory, so that's basically my layout here. It looks funny, left and right monkeys, bottom TACK shooters and monkeys, and on the top the spike factories. I don't know which one of those two layouts is better. On his side he has a lot of those juggernauts, he has TACK shooters on the left, he has spike factories on top, so that's pretty similar to my layout there. And he has also TACK shooters close to the little lake. And it's amazing how those spikes destroy those balloons. And I think he actually has more spike factories than I do. But the map is still not yet full, so of course I will continue to fill the map. Usually the spikes produce a lot of lag, so I don't know how that will be with all those spike factories on the map. Because it's just so much little stuff going on and a lot of calculations taking place here. With the spikes on the map, the TACK shooters on the map, a lot of things happening on the map, and that usually creates a lot of lag. And you all start to notice that probably by now already, that sometimes things are moving really slow. Especially when you use the spike factory ability, things may become really slow in the game until all the balloons have been removed and everything has been properly calculated, and after that you get a clean map again. Now round 44, already a lot of action. Look at those flashes there from the TACK shooters and how they just vaporize those balloons. They do not really have a go here, no chance for them. And I continue filling the map, pretty full now at round 45. I think another juggernaut I placed there. I think it's full now. Yeah, round 45, the map is full. Now I'd say for this special random trio, we enter late game right now. Everything is maxed. And also on this side of the map, everything is maxed now. Everything is ready. Maybe some small spots that we can still fill, but basically we're ready now. And let's see how far we get with that stuff here on the map. There he sent me some COMGs actually. It's him who sent me those COMGs. I don't know why. Probably by mistake that happened. I think that happened by mistake here, but there are really no problem here. I use the ability, and look at this, how the map is full here when using the Spike Factory ability. Look at his road of the map. Just full with spikes. That is so amazing. Probably he sent those balloons by mistake here. I think after the stream he also told me that he sent those by mistake. So he didn't really want to kill me here. That happened to me as well before. It was in another friendly late game with a viewer that I sent him Moabs by mistake in about round 50 or so. It can happen when you spam the balloons. And yeah, by mistake you shift and press on the COMGs or Moabs. Yeah, and I killed him actually when I did that. Yeah, that was the end of that late game, but not here. I was able to defend against those balloons sent by Sylvan. Now this looks like a map by Mold actually. I know Mold is using a lot of ninjas and regular monkeys and super monkeys. I usually don't, but yeah, it defends pretty well. I'm really surprised here how well this goes. At this phase of the game, basically, you can just sit back and enjoy. Not really. No, you still have to be ready to press the abilities. Be careful, because especially when it starts lagging and slowing down, you have to be ready to press the abilities, because it may speed up all of a sudden. It may be super laggy. You think you have a lot of time, and then all of a sudden it speeds up, and there we get disconnected. We get disconnected, and that's those moments when you don't know. You don't know whether the game is gonna end or not, but here we are lucky and the game continues. That may actually be due to a lot of stuff going on the map, a lot of spikes, and that may lead to server disconnections. I had that before. We were in about round 170, a lot of stuff going on the map, and then we got disconnected. It looks amazing. Look at this. The whole map is full with those spikes. And the COMGs get destroyed like they were small little red balloons. And also the Moabs. Look how they shred. They are really shredded by those spikes on the road. No, we get disconnected again here. That's not what we want to see. And you know, you can only be disconnected 3 times. And after 3 disconnections, you're gonna lose and the game will be over. But I think it was Sylvan being disconnected here. Maybe he had some trouble here with his Wi-Fi connection. But yeah, we were lucky and the game continued. And now it's basically when we get disconnected the 3rd time, it will be over. A lot of lag here. That's why I'm playing the video a little bit faster for you guys than it was actually. It had a lot of lag there in the game because of all those spikes. So I'm fast forwarding a little bit if you wonder. And look on my side of the map. It's just all that white glares and flashes there from the abilities, and the map full with spikes. That's so amazing. And also his side on the map, you almost see nothing but spikes and lightning and some balloons, yes. And now it looks really dangerous on his side. Look at those balloons reaching the last curve of the map. Can it be over for him already now in round 55? That's one of those critical moments here. He has a lot of balloons here. My map almost empty at this moment, but on his map there's a lot of things going on his map there. And he's trying to defend. I don't know whether he used the ability there. I think so, because those lightnings now are really fast there. He may have used the ability there to defend. And on my side, you see, I still haven't used any ability by now. Everything's fine. And now it's over! No, it's over. That's the moment where he lost. So yes, he was using his abilities. And at this moment it is over. But it was a great battle. It was amazing to have all those spikes on the map and all those TACK shooters on the map. I think it's an amazing map layout that I've shown you here in this video. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching the full length of the video. And please check out my other videos and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get future episodes. Thanks, and meet you again soon.